Hello guys, once again we are continuing with our journey to 2300 with simple Blitz games. Today our opponent is rated 2183. I get the white pieces again. I'm good with my d4, c4, and c3. Okay, so just like the other one, my opponent takes on c4. I go with B, I go with A, A4. Here I can't play E4, but E3 works. So I get to recapture, and I don't find this to be pleasant with the bishop looking down towards all these light squares. I push forward and I'm threatening E5 and a fork, which means one of the pieces will have to retreat. I think the bishop most likely is, and that means that I also get to benefit from the tempo loss. I find NE4 to be very interesting. I want to exchange that dark squared bishop, and then play on the weakness on the dark squares there. So he takes. Oh, I should have. Okay, I think it's fine anyway. Let me check here. I'm looking at this, and then this. But I'm not really sure what would prevent that from happening. Okay, so let's try it and see. Alright, so this, then now I move here from this point. The knight cannot be chased away immediately because of this weakness. Is this going to be also another easy win? I don't know. It looks like I have the advantage, and it's huge. I'm trying to figure out how to stop Queen H4 from happening, and I can't seem to find any way. So it happens here. But he just created an escape square for his king. Okay, so stopping the mates with okay. Let's bring our rooks into the game. What would happen if I were to double up on this place? Is it possible? Maybe it is. After that, Queen H3 and then Rook to. But in this case, this can be played because now. Okay, so let's bring our Queen here first. This time around, I don't think there's any way to stop. Okay, so I think we can still go ahead with it because after recapture of the knights, the mid threats cannot be stopped. At least that's what I think. You never know; you can be surprised. Should I? No, let me just take this one first. Okay, so that was not there was no scare in that at all. It looks like I'm winning, but I'm not up on material because just return the sacrifice I made. I should be careful to not let this slide away. After check, I think it's okay from here. think the exchange is forced because after king comes to e7, knight and rook capturing on g7 is mate. Yes, all squares are protected, so this is forced. Rook capturing on e6 is forced. Then rook h8 would follow with a check. Okay, so yeah, he does it. That's a mate, yeah. So 26 moves and a victory. What a smooth one. A very interesting one as such. Okay, so started with a d4 c4 and knight c3. So just like the previous game, we saw a4 to prevent this push, and in this particular game he wasn't really mindful about keeping the pawn on c4, which is actually a better way to continue playing this opening. And a capture on c4. I recaptured on c4 with the bishop. I came back and decided I didn't prefer to have his light square bishop looking down towards my queen side, so I offered the exchange. He declined and chose to retreat to g6. If I capture immediately, he recaptures with h, and there's a rook looking down towards my king side, so that capture can be saved for later. e4, and there's a threat of e5 and material gain, so he had to retreat his bishop, losing the tempo. And now I pile my pieces up on his king side. I offer to exchange the dark squared bishop, and now that he has castled, that weakness is going to be his weakness when he captures with h4. So it was the best thing to do to try to get some advantage here, forcing his knight onto the f file, f8 permanently, because it's going to have to defend the mate here. Now my rook joins in the attack, and I managed to pile them up on the h file because it's very open. There's no rook there. It's a knight that is protecting it's protecting on h7, but h8 is a serious mate threat. So the knight has to sacrifice, otherwise there's a mate. Maybe he saw this and chose to just commit suicide by allowing this to happen, because this is mates. Instead, he had to capture with a rook, and when I capture with a queen, I'm still threatening mate on h8. So there was probably no way to do it but to just end it. And it was very interesting. So far so good. We are heading towards our goal. Small steps. Okay, so thank you for staying around. Let's see how the other episodes will go.